It's time to take control of your body. Look, sure, everybody knows it's a good reason to get healthy for your wife, your kids, your longevity, your work, production, energy levels. But guys, summer's also coming up in just a month or two, and I know you want to look good on the beach or at the pool. It's time to get out there, man. Zone 2 should be conversational pace. If I can't stand here or run, jog, and talk to you, then I'm running too fast. Don't be afraid to walk for a minute. The whole idea is to leave some gas in the tank. This is not the session to hit that PR. This is longevity, burn calories. It's a quick way to get in 10,000 steps without overexerting yourself. So don't be afraid to walk for a minute. It's not going to kill your per mile average. Plus, the PRs are coming. Says a guy who just hit a 5K PR on Saturday, but here we got VO2 max session on Wednesday. It'll be running our asses off, so just get the volume in and move on. Plus, you're gonna eat pretty clean the rest of the day, so that's important. One of my big things is trying not to sit for more than an hour. So something like this you can get off of Amazon. Press the button, raise it up. Just stand at the desk for another hour. after about 30 minutes or maybe even less, you'll forget you're even standing. You'll work like that for another hour, hour and a half, and you've burned 4 times as many calories in that 1 hour. Plus, it just gets more blood flowing through the legs, keeps you from getting stiff, especially if you're going to be exercising, stuff like that. This is going to help aid in recovery. Just don't want to taste too stiff. I had one of these today. Didn't read the ingredient label, only to find out it's got 23 sugars. Now, I'm doing 2-a-days, so with the lifting and the running, I'm burning a good 3,000 calories, I would estimate. That's just typically my average. It's what I can eat on a daily basis to maintain or maybe slightly build. So this is going to play into account if I'm going to want to continue to lose fat and diet. I need to cut that by at least 10 to 20%. Look, your body is a symbol of how you value yourself. I mean, your body is the representation of your mental capabilities. And so your body is a representation of how you value yourself. And, it's a value symbol. It means that you really love yourself. You really appreciate yourself, and you're going to take care of this one body that you get in this lifetime. I mean, this is your lifetime. So there's no better time than now, because it takes a long time. It takes a compound of consistent good decisions to build a body, a healthy body. So it's time to get out there, man. My goal is to touch a little bit of each day, while also, though, controlling the 2 things that I can't control, and that's how I move my body and what I eat. And you can even argue that you can't control how you move your body, because some of you have jobs and other obligations that prevent you from even standing in place squats or running in place or doing push-ups or doing pull-ups, And those are basically like, if you can do that, if you have enough room and you have enough free will to do that, that's enough to start with. And then you control what you eat. You control what you eat. You control everything you drink and you eat. So it's a bunch of little decisions in that add up, man. Add up. So you make enough. We'll see if we can make enough right versus wrong. But that's the chaos. That's the chaos, because we got wives, we got kids, we got full-time jobs, we got side hobbies and interest outside of just health and fitness. So juggling all that, that's the chaotic part, man. That's the chaotic part. But if you can embrace that and then also continue in the background to chase the muscle, the fitness, the running goals, you got to have some goals in those department to keep yourself motivated. You got to find different motivation. You got to constantly be finding different motivation to keep going. And then eventually it becomes a habit. Like if you asked me today, when I first started a year and a half ago, if I was going to be lifting and running virtually every day, I would have been like, what? No way. No way. But now I just can get after it just like a habit. So even on the mornings where I'm feeling 75%, like this morning, I'm still tired when I get up in the morning. It's become such a routine. It's not as hard. The same workouts back then I could do now, and I could do them at 75% because they're not as hard. And so you only get there by continuing to, grease that groove, continue with repetition, continue practice, and just keep doing it day in, day out, week in and week out, at least 4 to 5 days a week. So let's go. I gotta run. This guy's trying to get a hold of me. Keep rocking. I feel very good about just doing a 500 calorie to 700 calorie daily deficit, and that way I'll lose 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of body fat per week. As of right now, I'm pretty lean, so 5 pounds of body fat makes a huge difference in me. I'll fluctuate 3 or 4 pounds on a daily basis depending on how much I eat. If I don't eat a big dinner, I'll lose a couple pounds from today to tomorrow, and a lot of that's stored glycogen, stored water in my muscles, you know, got to be taking your creatine. But, you know, so that's the approach that I'm taking now at this point, to take myself from 190 to 193 pounds to 185 to 188 pounds consistently, like full, you know, like big meal, wake up the next day, 185, 188. If I'm truly at that level, I'm going to be very, very, very lean, you know?